For the longest time, building a business out of my passion felt like having a baby, and I was the anxious mother. These are some common experiences you'll hear mothers talk about all the time, which I felt in relation to my business. Even when she's out doing something she enjoys or doing something of her own, she constantly has thoughts about what the baby is doing. Second, there is always an undercurrent of thoughts about the safety of the baby. Then there is this thing called mom guilt, which is guilt about doing anything that does not involve the baby. Also, there is a loss of identity, like she doesn't know who she is without the baby. So when people ask about the baby, it feels like they don't care about her. And when they ask about her, it feels like they don't care about the baby, which means they don't care about her. A common recourse here is to look for more information, more strategy to do something differently. That is to focus on changing your actions and not your frequency. It's very human, but it's also ineffective. Here's why. This is because frequency informs form, which means frequency is what decides the results. Your frequency, here is what the flow chart looks like. Your frequency leads to your intuitions, which leads to your actions, which leads to your results. So what is your frequency? Frequency is your default or subconscious or automatic set of beliefs, of emotions, of state of mind and behaviors. This is what you have learned over the years, okay? And when it comes to this, you can see that the frequency is the cause and all of these things are the effects. This is the cause and this is the effect. So both your actions and your results are your effect of your frequency. So you cannot change an effect by changing an effect, which means you cannot change your results by changing your actions, because your actions stem from your frequency, which is why it is very important to work on your frequency first. You do this by becoming super aware of your current frequency, which means what are your default beliefs, emotions, states of mind and behaviors, and doing whatever you need to do to stay ahead of it. At the same time, becoming very clear on the frequency that you want to come from, your new frequency, and to embody it, because the right frequency leads to the right intuitions, leads to the right actions, which leads to the right results. Going back to the example of me being the mother and the business being the baby, it was not that the baby made me feel these things. It was already inside of me. That's when it came out. For example, when you squeeze an orange juice, only orange juice can come out. Pineapple juice cannot. So whatever is inside, only that can come out, no matter what you're doing on the outside. Whatever's inside, only that can show up, no matter what you're doing on the outside. So if you want to change your results, you need to change your frequency. This is why I'm creating a community called Creators Co-working Community for entrepreneurs and creatives, where we meet twice a week, once a week, to be together and just create and get over our procrastination. And the second is to work on our frequency. For example, I had someone in that community. She was struggling to decide what exactly niche to pick up and what ideas to work on first. And through questioning, we realized that she had this base belief. The base of her frequency was that I am a failure. So what's it like to living in a world where you feel like you're a failure? Imagine the actions that will come and the intuitions that will come from that place. And you can only imagine the results that will come. So we worked on dissolving it and seeing it from a new light. And now what becomes available to her when she's free from this? Similarly, if you're not getting the results that you're looking for on your business, please look at your frequency before you look at your actions. If you want help, we can work together where we will become super clear on your current frequency, do what needs to be done to stay ahead of it and to clear it, and become very clear on the frequency that you actually want to come from. Do you want to come from I'm a failure, or do you want to come from business is easy, I get clients easily, I am incredible at what I do? I come from you being love, you're coming from the emotions of love, perspective of being giving, of being of service, of being authentic, of being vulnerable. Do you want to come from that frequency, or do you want to come from your default frequency, that whatever you've picked up from your past? Because remember, the right frequency leads to the right intuitions, leads to the right actions, leads to the right results. And the wrong frequency, wrong as in your old frequency that's coming from survival, it could be from anxiety, it could be from shame, it could be from unworthiness, it could be from I'm a failure, nobody wants me, will lead to similar vibratory intuitions, which leads to similar vibratory actions, which leads to similar vibratory results. Having a business is messy, just like motherhood. You're birthing every aspect of it. It's irrational, it's illogical, but it's also the love of your life. Combine it with the fact that in the building stage, you're putting in all of your resources, your time, your money, your energy, without having the results to show for it immediately, which can make it a hell of a ride. But that's what also makes it a hell of a lot worth it. So let us see your unique creations, your unique businesses, your unique entrepreneurial spirit, and make what your heart calls you to make. Love you. Bye.